type of juggling, I guess. You're teaching how to juggle creative ideas in order to get the best marketing strategies around, right?
That's exactly it. We are a school, first off. A lot of people wonder about that, but we are as entertaining and fun a school as you can find anywhere around, because we train the creative talent that forms the backbone of the advertising world, which is pretty fun and zany in its own right. We train writers, art directors, graphic designers, interactive developers, interactive designers, and photographers for jobs with ad agencies and the like. It's a 2-year program, 8 quarters, and it's very intensive. They work hard, but they love it. In the end, they come out with a portfolio, as you said, and the purpose of the portfolio is to give them something good to get a great job in the industry.
And I'll tell you what, you have to be so cutting edge. I mean, I watch some of these shows on CNBC and learn about the way these companies nowadays have to just remain on top. I mean, competition is so fierce. So what do advertising agencies look for when they are hiring creative positions?
Really, for the creative positions, the most important thing is going to be a fantastic portfolio. So they're looking for candidates that can show a broad range of ideas, that can really solve business problems. So I think sometimes people hear portfolio and think it's about pretty pictures or something, but it's really about solving their business problems would be the most important thing. Like you said, our mission is really to graduate the best creatives, and I think when you start to look at our placement of over 90% consistently, usually within 90 days, working in their field, it's showing that we're able to do that. Yeah, we're very proud of it.
That's terrific. And what's the reputation? I imagine it's good if you're getting numbers like 90%. What is your reputation around the country?
We have a great reputation. Now, I have to qualify that. The average person in Atlanta doesn't know much about us, but advertising agencies and design firms nationwide, in fact internationally, know a lot about us. And a lot of that comes because over the last 16 years that we've been in business, we graduated a lot of talented people that have gone on to do great work in the industry. In fact, one example we always give is that in an average Super Bowl, much of the work was created by circus grads. One a couple of years ago.
Congratulations.
60% of the ads in a Super Bowl a couple of years ago were our grads. Another indication is we're having a portfolio review in a couple of weeks to show off the work of our September grads. That will be attended by over 50 agencies from New York, Chicago, San Francisco, LA, and Atlanta, who all want to get a shot at hiring our best grads coming in. We are that well known. We get guest speakers coming in every Friday to talk to our students and look at portfolios, and they always share with us that they love coming in because they love the energy of our students, and they love just being at the circus. They find it that entertaining a place.
Oh, I bet. And who is your typical student? Is it somebody like myself who maybe wants to make a career change and go back? I'm sorry, I don't want to make a career change, by the way. I just met somebody older like myself. And my producer's like, really? She's leaving? It does sound fun, though. I think I do.
Bob, we'll talk to you about that later.
It looks fun. Or is it somebody fresh out of college?
I'm not sure we have really a typical student. It tends to be pretty diverse. So we've got students from all over the country. We have a number of international students. And we will see traditional advertising majors, but we see English majors, business, marketing, fine artists. We will see musicians. We have seen lawyers and doctors come and enroll. So it's hard to kind of pinpoint what background they come from, but it's great because they all bring kind of a different experience and a different story. And when you're working in a team environment, in a creative team environment like that, that can be really huge. I would say most of them sort of find themselves at a crossroads, so they're trying to figure out what to do next. So some of them may be working, menial jobs, doing waiting tables or working retail or something like that, and just haven't found a way to sort of scratch that creative itch yet. Right. So we will find them at different points in that process. So they're just kind of in a catch-22. They can't get the job because they don't have the portfolio, and they can't create the portfolio without the job. So that's kind of where the circus comes in. The other thing that I would say all of our students really have in common is just this passion to create. Our founder, Norm Gray, always says that no one had to wake up Michael Jordan to go play basketball. And it's really the same with our students. We don't have to push them that hard. They love to solve these problems creatively.
What would your students say is so unique in the way that you train them and prepare them?
Well, the students echo what they hear from employers, and employers have always given us great feedback that comes from 3 things. 1, we are strongly industry focused. We're organized like an ad agency. All of our top people come from ad agencies. Our part-time faculty come from the advertising world. Our students get out and they are prepared to contribute from day one, and that's rather unique in the field. Secondly, we've got great teachers. We're a fun place, and everybody wants to come teach for us. And we've got a number of faculty that have been with us for years and years that have a great reputation in the industry. And then finally, there's the amount of time that we invest outside of class, our senior people, working one-on-one with students to really hone the great portfolio. There's an awful lot of work that goes in that. And I think we probably do that as well as anybody around. At least that's the feedback we get regularly from the industry, that ours are always among the best in the country.
Fabulous. Well, what's the next step for people who are watching who are interested?
I would say the best, most immediate step is to come to our open house. This Saturday, the 10th. It starts at 10 a.m. It's a great overview of our programs and financial aid and what happens when students graduate and what kind of jobs they get. But you really, I mean, you have to see the school and you have to see the environment. It's called the circus for a reason, and it's amazing to watch people come in and know in the first 10 seconds, oh my gosh, I found my place, this is where I belong. So it's pretty remarkable. Every day is an open house at the circus, but for people who can't make it, we are always happy to show you around and sit down and give you the scoop and see if it might be a good fit. But this Saturday is a great opportunity for that.
Makes a huge difference.
Absolutely.
It does.
Big impact on everyone.
And also being able to watch and see what other students are going through and talk to them and get their perspective.
So much of the impact. That's where a lot of the energy comes from.
Right. Well, listen, thank you. Who knew? You said Atlanta wasn't that familiar about the circus, but now we definitely.
We're hoping.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Who knew this little gem was right in our city? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, we want to give you all the information you need for the open house. Again, it's Saturday, September 10th, starting at 10 a.m. The event will be at their location at 812 Lambert Drive. And to RSVP for the event or for more information about creative services, give them a call at 866-415-0113 or log on to creativecircus.edu. And this segment was paid for by Creative Circus. Well, up next.